The game of the week. This week we are at County Stadium in Milwaukee to see Major League Baseball's newest franchise, the Milwaukee Brewers, take on the Chicago White Sox. When a judge in Seattle declared the Seattle Pilots bankrupt, Milwaukee Group, headed by Bud Selig, swooped in, bought the Pilots, and brought them immediately to Milwaukee. First time that Milwaukee's had its own team since the end of the 1965 season when the Milwaukee Braves left town to go to Atlanta. For the last two seasons, 1968-69, the White Sox would come into Milwaukee and played a weeknight game against each of the other American League teams. So Chicago is a little familiar with County Stadium. For the starting lineups for Chicago, leading off is Carlos May in left field. May was warmly received at Comiskey Park as he is returning to the game after losing part of his thumb while on military duty. Batting second is shortstop Luis Aparicio. Batting third will be Gail Hopkins at first base. Batting fourth is the catcher Ed Herman. Batting fifth, the third baseman Bill Melton. Batting sixth is center fielder Kent Berry. Batting seventh is second baseman Bobby Knupp. Batting eighth is right fielder Tommy McCraw. Batting ninth, the pitcher Joe Horland. On defense, Milwaukee will have Mike Hegan at first, Tommy Harper at second, Ted Kubiak at shortstop, Rich Rollins at third, Danny Walton in left, Russ Snyder in center, Steve Hovley in right, Phil Roof catching, and pitching is Marty Patton. Marty Patton is 1-1 on the season with a 2.65 ERA. He's given up 18 hits in 17 innings, walked 5, and struck out 17. Leading off was Carlos May, and he doubled. Batting second is Luis Aparicio. His career goes back to 1956 with the White Sox when he was Rookie of the Year. He's been with the White Sox, the Orioles, and then back to the White Sox. He started off the season 11 for 21, hitting .524, no home runs and 2 runs batted in. He bunts, but it's foul. No, Hegan bumped though when it was still in fair territory. He threw the first and the throw went in the outfield. May took third, and Aparicio is on first. The error to Mike Hegan. Here's Gale Hopkins. He's hitting 222, 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in. That's a strike. Fastball. Abricio's off with the pitch. Throw to second. Kubiak tags. He's safe. It's first stolen base of the season for Louis Aparicio. The 0-2 pitch. It's a grounder to third to Rollins. First, 1 out. Here's Ed Herman. He's hitting .318. 1 home run, 3 runs batted in. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Swing, strike 1. That was low, ball 1. Liner down the left field line, foul ball. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a fly ball in the center. Snyder's under it. Makes a catch. May is tagging up. Here's a throw to the plate. And he's safe. Aparicio takes third. Here's Bill Melton, hitting .273, 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in. 2 outs, runner on third.
Foul tip.
Foul tips back. Ball 1. Ball 2 outside. Liner down to third base line. That's foul. Ball 3.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Chicago 1, Milwaukee coming to bat. Here's the starting lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers. Leading off in right field is Steve Hovley. Batting second, the shortstop, Ted Kubiak. Batting third, the second baseman, Tommy Harper. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Danny Walton. Batting fifth, first baseman, Mike Hegan. Batting sixth, the catcher, Phil Ruth. Batting seventh, center fielder, Russ Snyder. Batting eighth, third baseman, Rich Rollins. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Marty Patton. Defensively, the White Sox line up with Gale Hopkins at first, Bobby Knupp at second, Luis Aparicio at short, Bill Melton at third, Carlos May in left, Ken Berry in center, Tommy McCraw in right, Ed Herman catching, and Joe Horland on the mound. Let's see what Horland's doing. Joe Horland's had 2 starts this year. He's 1-0 with a 3.75 ERA. He's pitched 12 innings, given up 11 hits, walked 7, struck out 3. Horland won the Cy Young Award in 1967. And he backslid a little bit in 68. He had a tough season last year, 1969. So he is hoping to bounce back. Leading off is Steve Hovley, hitting .241, no home runs and 2 runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch, it's a fly ball to center. Berry's under it. Ted Kubiak, he's hitting .275. No home runs, 3 runs batted in. The 0-2 pitch, fly ball to right center. Berry's there, and he takes it. Makes a nice diving catch. 2 outs. Here's Tommy Harper. Hitting .395. 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in. Harper came over to the Pilots from the Indians in the expansion draft, and he stole 92 bases last year. Joe Schultz gave him the green light to run whenever he wanted, no matter what the game situation was. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball in the left field. Mays there, and he takes it. Nothing across from Milwaukee in the first. After 1, it's Chicago 1, Milwaukee nothing. Ken Berry, he is hitting .355. No home runs, 2 runs batted in. 2-2 pitch. It's a grounder to first. Hegan is up with it, and he'll take it himself. 1 out. Bobby Knupp hitting .233, 1 home run, 6 runs batted in. He came over to the White Sox from the Angels in the middle of the season last year. One-two pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Here's Tommy McCroy. He's hitting .167. No home runs, no runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch. It's a grounder to third. Rollins with it to Hegan. 3 outs. Nothing across. Top of the second. Go to the bottom of the second. And Milwaukee nothing. The bottom of the second. Danny Walton, Mike Hegan, and Phil Roof. Danny Walton's hitting .361, 4 home runs, 8 runs batted in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is home run, or strikeout number 1 for Walton. It's Mike Hegan. He's hitting .263, 1 home run, 3 runs batted in. Mike Hegan's the son of longtime Indians catcher and also now longtime Yankees coach, Jim Hegan. Mike Hegan grew up in Cleveland. In fact, graduated from St. Ignatius High School, which was a rival of my high school. Mike Hegan was awarded the Catholic Athlete of the Year in Cleveland when he was in high school. He started out his career with the Yankees, had a cup of coffee in '64 and '66. Had a full year with the Yankees in '67. Then I believe he was on military duty. And he was picked up in the expansion draft by the Pilots in '69. Spoiler alert, Mike Hegan will become a longtime telecaster for the Cleveland Indians. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Here's Phil Roof, the catcher. He's hitting .241. 1 home run, 2 runs batted in. 3-0 pitch.
Ball 4.
Inside, ball 4. Here's Russ Snyder. Russ came over to Milwaukee from Cleveland a few days before opening day the Indians traded Russ Snyder and Max Elvis to the Brewers for Frank Coggins, Roy Foster, and cash. Frank Coggins was immediately farmed out to Wichita, but Roy Foster, he has gotten off to a very hot start with Cleveland. Russ has played with the Kansas City Athletics, the Orioles, the White Sox, and the Indians. First pitch from Worley. Hit the corner, strike one. Hits the grounder is short. Aparicio bobbles it, but tosses to Cano. 3 outs, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. After 2, it's the White Sox 1, the Brewers 0. And the Milwaukee fans, they were not happy with the Braves left town for Atlanta. They were scheduled to leave after the 1964 season ended. But there were injunctions filed, and the Braves were forced to play a lame duck season in 1965 in Milwaukee. After that, there were overtures about Milwaukee joining the American Association again, which were the city leaders weren't interested in, and there was an ownership group put together by Alan Bud Selig to either get an expansion team into Milwaukee or to entice the team to relocate to Milwaukee, much as the Braves had done, leaving Boston during spring training in 1953. So in 1970, just like in 1953, Milwaukee suddenly has a team to play at County Stadium like virtually days before the season starts. The Pilots were undercapitalized. They were playing in a stadium that seemed like it was falling apart. There was like no movement on a new stadium deal. They couldn't get any local ownership. In fact, the owner of the Seattle Pilots was Bill Daly from Cleveland. And the Milwaukee leaders were in the right place at the right time, able to get the Pilots and move them to Milwaukee. Of the 4 expansion teams last year, the Expos and the Royals both drew really well. And that's what Montreal have in basically a minor league park, while they're putting together financing for a new park in Seattle and San Diego. Didn't draw that. Well, San Diego didn't draw that well, and Seattle just they should have probably been passed over as a major league site in 1969. Here's Joe Horland. He's 1 for 4 on the season. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball down the left field line. That's fine.
Foul ball! Ball 4. Take your base.
Carlos May, he doubled in the first. He is the only hit of the game so far. Hit the corner, strike 1.
Ball.
Just outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The fly ball to center, it's a deep one. Snyder going back, he's at the wall, and he's got it. 1 out. Here's Luis Aparicio. He walked in first.
Ball.
That's outside. Ball one.
Ball.
Ball two. Not even close.
Pitch.
Fastball. Strike one. Hits it on the ground to short. Kubiak up with it. To second. Go to first. Not in time. Aparicio takes first on the fielder's choice. Here's Gale Hopkins. He's 0 for 1 today.
Ball.
Goes inside. Ball one. 1-0 pitch. Just slow. Ball two. Whoa, hits a bouncer. Back to the pitcher. Patton to first. 3 outs. No runs. No hits. No errors. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Chicago 1, Milwaukee nothing. For Milwaukee in the third, it will be Rich Rollins, Marty Patton, and Steve Hovey. Here's Rich Rollins. He's hitting .250. No home runs, 2 runs batted in. Rich Rollins, the pride of Parma. He grew up in the same city that I did, Parma, Ohio. He grew up in a different neighborhood than I grew up in. He graduated from the same high school that my brother and sister graduated from, Parma High. Rich, the Cleveland native. We always like to see how he's doing in the big leagues. He went to the same high school that Les Horvath went to. Won the 1943 Heisman Trophy for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's a base hit in the left field. Rollins is out first. That one. Aparicio dove for that one, but he was ago, we may have had that incident. Marty Patton, he's 0 for 5. Good bunter. The corners are in, looking for him to bunt. Bunts one down. Hopkins to Canute covering first. 1 out. Rollins takes second on the sacrifice. Steve Hovey, he's 0 for 1. Foul ball, strike one. Little tip.
Ball.
Too high. Herman appeals to the third base ump. Ump says no, he did not go. Ball one.
Ball.
Ball two.
Ball.
Outside, ball three.
Ball 4.
Ball four. Runners on first and second. 1 out. It's Ted Kubiak.
Ball.
It's a liner in the left field. Mays there. And he's got it. Here's Tommy Harper. He's over.
Dead ball.
Oh, he's hit by a pitch. He's doubled over. And they are signaling for pitch. Coming in a run for Harper with the John Cutler. He's milling around and pointing fingers. They know that we're put Harper on to load the bases. Here's Danny Walton. He's 0 for 1 today. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Another swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Outside, ball 1 on the changeup. Here's the 1-2 pitch, just slow, ball 2.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 3. With 3 complete, it's Chicago 1, Milwaukee 0. John Kennedy will remain in the game at second base. Take a look at what's going on around the league. Bottom of the 6th in Cleveland. Indians lead the Senators 8-2. Chuck Hinton is 3 for 4. Right now it's Mike Paul pitching against Pedro Ramos. In the top of the 7th in Pittsburgh, Cardinals lead the Pirates 3-1. Joe Torre is 3 for 3. That is Steve Carlton versus Lou Marone. Bottom of the 4th in Cincinnati. Giants and the Reds are tied 7-7. Willie McCovey's hit his 4th home run. That's Frank Rayburger versus Bo Belinsky. Cincinnati, they're getting a little tense about when their new ballpark will be open. The All-Star game is scheduled to be played at the new stadium, but the league is already making contingency plans about where to have it if the new Riverfront Stadium is open. Top of the 5th at Shea Stadium, it's the Phillies and the Mets tied 2-2. That is Rick Wise versus Jim McGann. Bottom of the 7th in Baltimore, the Orioles lead the Yankees 5-1. Davey Johnson is 3 for 4. That is Jim Palmer versus Ron Klunkowski. The Orioles are still undefeated. They're the only undefeated team left in the league. Bottom of the 7th in Detroit, Boston leads the Tigers 4-2. That is Gary Peters versus John Hill. And at Wrigley Field in the top of the 4th, the Expos lead the Cubs 2-0. Then Carl Morton versus Ken Holtzman. And Morton hit a home run. And that's what's around the league so far. Milwaukee, it's a chilly day, but the skies are clear. There's no wind. Here's Ed Herman. He had a sacrifice fly and drove in the only run of the game, first inning. 0-1 pitch. It's Grounder to second. Kennedy's up with it. First, 1 out. Bill Melvin, 0 for 1.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tried to check his swing, but wasn't able to. Ken Berry, he's 0 for 1. Pop to second, Kennedy's under it, and he has it. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the 4th. White Sox 1, the Brewers nothing. For the Brewers in the 4th will be Mike Hegan, Phil Roof, and Russ Snyder. Hegan is 0 for 1. It's a 1-1 pitch. It's a line between. Oh, Hopkins made a diving catch. That looked like that was going to get through for a hit. What a play by Hopkins. Hopkins and Hegan are a pair of good fielding first basemen. Here's Phil Roof. He walked and was only at bat in the second inning. 2 1 pitch. It's pop up third. Melton is there. 2 out. Here's Russ Snyder. 0 for 1. Pops it up. Third base side. Melton.
Bubble!
After it, but it makes a sense. Balls, 2 strikes.
Ball 4.
Ball 4. Walk of the game given up by Wall. There's Rich Rollins. His singles. He is the only hit of the game for Milwaukee.
Ball. Hey!
Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball.
Outside, ball 2.
Ball.
Below the knees, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. It's a base hit in the right field. McCraw up with it. Snyder around second. He's going for third. The throw, not in time.
Hey!
Milwaukee has runners on first and third. 2 outs, and Marty Patton is the bat. Patton is 0 for 5 as a hitter this year.
Hey! Hey!
Strike 2 called. Fly ball to left. Mays there. He's got it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We played 4 complete. Chicago 1, Milwaukee nothing. Chicago has 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors. They've left 2 on base. Milwaukee's no runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and they've left 6. Chicago in the 5th will be Canute, Raw, and Warren. He's 0 for 1. 1-1 pitch. Down third base side.
Bubble!
1-2 pitch.
Strike 3.
Making a miss. Strike 3. It's Tommy McCraw. 0 for 1. Spoiler alert. Tommy McCraw, future Cleveland Indian. 0-2 pitch. He hits a fly ball to center. Snyder's there. He's got 2 outs. Joe Horland, he walked in the 3rd inning. 2-2 pitch.
Strike 3.
He goes down looking. Strike 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We have played 4.5 innings. It's Chicago 1, Milwaukee nothing. Bottom of the 5th for Milwaukee will be Steve Hutley, Ted Kubiak, and John Kennedy. Lee's 0 for 1. Ryder to 3rd. Melton up with it to 1st. 1 out. Ted Kubiak is 0 for 2. Ryder to 1st. Hopkins under his glove. He can't come up with it. Kubiak is safe on the year. John Kennedy making his first at bat of the game. He came in to replace the injured Tommy Harper. Harper was injured when he was hit by a pitch. Runner on first, 1 out. There's a curve, high, ball low. Another curve, high, ball 2. It's a base hit in the left field. Kubiak stops at second. Danny Walton, 0-2. He had strikeouts once. Goes to confer with Horland. Strike one.
Ball.
Ball one. Orland's throwing a lot of slow stuff. Fly ball down the right field line. Draws after it, but it reaches the seats.
Strike three.
Great call.
Yeah.
That's his third strikeout of the day for Ball. Mike Hegan hits off the two.
Big.
Strike one called.
Ball.
Curve high and inside. Ball one. One ball. Strike. Popped up,
Foul ball.
but it makes sense. One ball, two strikes, two outs.
Strike three.
Three call.
Yeah.
That's a good strikeout of the game for Orland. No runs, one hit, one error, two left. We play 5. It's an official game. Chicago 1, Milwaukee 0. Chicago will be Carlos May, Louis Aparicio, and Gary. Carlos May, as I said before, recovering from an injury he suffered during his military service. He lost a piece of his thumb. And on opening day at Comiskey Park, when he was announced, he got such a loud, long standing ovation that he said he was almost moved to tears. That it was very overwhelming. The other players were very happy for him because he said he deserved it. The opposing players happy to see him come. May is 1 for 2. He led off the game with a double. Scored the only run of the game so far. Fly ball, right field. It's off the wall. Second stand-up double of the day. Little Louie, he is over. That's ball. It's went down the right field line. That's fair. Oh, the ball girl caught it. They're giving him a ground rule double. He must be new. And maybe they haven't told him the ball's in play. Get out of the way. May scores, so it's 2-0 Chicago. May has scored both runs of the game. Here's Dale Hopkins, he's 0 for 2. That's high. Ball one. Bowling inside Baltimore. Both of these pitchers are throwing some slow stuff. A lot of curves, a lot of changeups. 2-0 pitch.
Foul ball.
Fouls out. 2 of them. Let's blow ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Twins, it's Grounder to second. Kennedy's up with it to first. For the out. That's the first out of the inning. Aparicio takes the. Ed Herman's in. He's over. Runner on third. 1 out. And Milwaukee draws the infield in. He's hitting 167 with runners in scoring position. He had a sacrifice fly at the first. Drove in the first run of the game. Ball. Curve. That's inside. Ball 2.
Ball.
Pitch just inside ball 3.
Big.
That hit the corner, strike. Pops up to first. He gets there, and he's got it. 2 outs. Will Moe. 0-2.
Big.
Strike 1 call. Will Melton, last year was his first full season. This kid looks like he's got the goods.
Ball.
That's high, ball 1. It's grounded to third. Rollins bobbles it. Can't make the play. Melton is safe at first. And Aparicio scores. That makes it 3-0. Here's Ken Berry. 0-2.
Big.
Ken Berry. See, he came over to he's been with Chicago as regular since 1965. He famously appears in the movie 8 Men Out. He appears as a fan. He's yelling to Joe Jackson, "Jackson, can you spell cat?" That was Ken Berry. And he also was a technical boxer. There goes Melton.
Big.
He is safe. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second. Fly ball to center. Snyder's there. He's got it. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. Middle of the 6th, Chicago 3, Milwaukee 0. First run in the 6th inning was earned. That's the only earned run that Patton has given him so far. Chicago scored an unearned run in the 1st and an unearned run in the 6th. For Milwaukee, it'll be Ruth, Snyder, and Rollins. Ruth is over.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. When we trapped the ball, he had to throw to first for you. Here's Russ Snyder. He's over. Fly ball off. He has it. Wells. Here's Rich Rollins. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Milwaukee has 3 hits today, and Rollins has 2 of them. 1 ball, strikes. He gets a fly ball to left. Hayes there, and he's got it. That is May's 6th put out of the game. Nothing across. After 6, it's Chicago 3 and Milwaukee 0. In the 7th for Chicago, it would be Canute. Draw. There's a 3-2 pitch.
Ball.
In the
Ball.
dirt, ball four. McGraw, he's 0 for 2 today. He's grounder to second. Kennedy. Kubiak. The force. No throw to first. McGraw takes first on the fielder's choice. 1 out. Bo Horland, he's 0 for 1. A walk and strikeout. He's a good bunter. Corners are playing in. Fastball high, ball low. Bunts it. Ruth takes it to Kennedy covering first. 2 outs. McGraw takes second on the sacrifice. Here's Carlos May. 2 for 3, 2 doubles. Made 6 catches in the outfield. He's having a good game today. That's low, ball one. Break one. There's a curve. Base hit into center field. Raw rounds third. He'll score. That's the third hit of the game for May. He has 2 doubles and a single. May's a threat to run. Here's Aparicio. He's 1 for 2. Safe on an error. Grounded into the force play and doubled in 6, driving in Carlos May. It's a grounder to short. Kubiak to first. 3 outs. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Chicago 4, Milwaukee 0. Let's take another look during the 7th inning stretch. Bottom of the 8th. Cleveland leads Washington 9-5. Eddie Leone is 3 for 5. Daryl Knowles and Bob Miller. Cleveland is, their hitting is starting to warm up. Still got to iron out some kinks in their pitching. Top of the 9th in Pittsburgh. St. Louis 4, Pittsburgh 1. Joe Torre is 3 for 3. That is Steve Carlton against Chuck Hartenstein. Just like Cincinnati, Pittsburgh is scheduled to move to a new ballpark sometime this season, probably during the summer. Top of the 6th, Cincinnati. Giants and the Reds are tied 8-8. Willie McCovey hit his 4th home run. That is Ron Bryant against Bo Belinsky. Top of the 7th at Shea Stadium. Phillies lead the Mets 4-3. Tim McCarver is 3 for 4. Cal Kuntz is pitching for the Mets. Final in Baltimore, the Orioles beat the Yankees 6-2. Davey Johnson went 3 for 4. Jim Palmer is 2-0. Palmer wants to win 20, even with his back and arm problems that sidetracked him in 1967 and 68. Palmer wants to win 20 games. Bottom of the 7th at Wrigley Field. It's the Expos 5, the Cubs nothing. Rusty Staub, LeGrand Orange hit a home run. That is Carl Morton versus Ken Holtzman. Carl Morton, he's 0 for 2 with the Expos. He's a rookie, but he's looking pretty good, actually. And out on the coast, in Oakland, bottom of the 1st. Twins lead the A's 1-0. That is Ken Boswell versus Blue Moon Odom. Bottom of the 7th will be Patton, Hovey, and Kubiak. And pinch hitting for Patton. Be Wayne Coleman. Wayne Coleman. And John O'Donohue will be warming up in the bullpen. Wincomer, he's 0 for 1 on the season. He played for Detroit in 1968, and he was with the Pirates last year. The 0-2 pitch. It's a little roller. First, Hopkins. Toss it to Roller, cover. 1 out. Hovley is 0 for 2. It's a blooper in the center. Base hit. They're going to throw that one back in. Here's Cooper. 0 for 2. Low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Hovley going for second. He's in there with his first stolen base of the year. Pitch was a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on second. Inside, ball 2. It's a base hit in the left field. Hovley will stop at second. No way they made it. Here's John Kennedy. He singled in the 5th. Strike 1. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. Just below the belt, strike 2. And we're back.
Power!
He fouls that one out of play. Pitch, change up. Fouls it back.
Power!
Ball 3, full count. Base hit in the left field. Hovley scores. Kubiak stops at second. Here comes Don Gunnar. That will be all for Joe Ball. Robo cover. He's making his 8th appearance. He's pitched 12 in the 3rd innings. He's 1-1. He has 4 saves on the ball. Chicago has 5 wins. He has saved 4. 3.65 ERA. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Chicago leads 4-1. Ball 1 outside. Strike 1 called. It's down the left field line. May going after it. Out of it. The 1-2 pitch. Buckle ball. Ball 2.
Strike 3!
3 call. That's the 4th strikeout of the day for Wall. Mike Keegan is over. Struck out his last one. Buckle ball. He pops up. Makes the 6. Strike. Fly ball, left field line. It is foul.
Strike three. Hurrah!
Three. That is the third strikeout of the day for Hegan. And the second for Wilbur. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. After 7, Chicago 4, Milwaukee. John O'Donohue is making his 3rd appearance pitching for Milwaukee. Pitched 3 innings, no record, ERA of 3.0. He's given up 5 hits, 1 home run, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. Be Hopkins, Herman, and Melton. The 1-1 pitch. Foul by the first baseman. It's a liner on the left field line. That is foul.
Foul ball.
Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a high chopper to second. Kennedy's up with it. To first. 1 out. Ed Herman, he's over 2. It's a fly ball to left. Ball is there, and he's got it. 2 outs. He's Melton, he's over 3. He hits a base hit in the left field. Get Barry, he's over 3. James fouls it back, strike 1. Base hit in the left field. Melton's going for 3rd. First and 3rd. 2 out. Here's Bobby Knut. Go for 2 on the day. It's grounder to first. Hegan's up with it. He'll take it himself. And the sides are tired. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Chicago 4, Milwaukee. Bruce, Snyder, and Milwaukee. It's 0 for 2. Ball count.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Russ Snyder, he's over 2. He's grounder to 3rd base. Melton. Over to Hopkins, 2 out. Here's Rich Rollins. He's 2 for 3 today.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is 4th strikeout for Gray. Nothing in cards. Go to the 9th inning. Chicago 4, Milwaukee 1. For Chicago, rather, it will be McCraw, Wood, and May. Pinch hitting for McCraw will be Rich Morales. Morales is 1 for 2 on the season. He's a pinch hitter. Batting .500. No home runs, no runs batted in. The 0-2 pitch. Up the middle, booted by O'Donnell. 3rd error of the game for Milwaukee. Wilbur Wood, he's bunts it. Wood snatches it to Kennedy covering first. 1 out. Morales takes 2nd on the second. Carlos May, 3 for 4 today. 2 doubles and a single. Low, ball 1.
Foul tip.
Foul tip. 1-1. Gets it on the ground to first. Hegan up with it. O'Donohue covering first. He's out. And Morales will take it. Here's Little Louie. He is 1 for 3. That's low, ball one.
Ball.
High, ball two.
Pitch.
Strike one.
Ball.
Ball three. It's a grounder to short. Kubiak's up with it to first. 3 outs. No runs, no hits. One there. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Chicago 4. In pinch hit, Publi and Kubiak. Pinch hitting for Donahue, Ted Savage. Savage comes to Milwaukee from Cincinnati last year. Played with the Phillies, the Pirates, the Cardinals, the Cubs, and the Dodgers. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball at center. Buried there. He's got it. Bob Locker's warming up. Here's Utley. He's 1 for 3. 1-0 pitch. It's grounder to short. Aparicio up with it. 2 outs. Last chance for Milwaukee's Ted Kubiak. He is 1 for 4. 1 ball, no strikes. It's a grounder to second. Over to first. And that's the game. Chicago wins it 4-1. Chicago had 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Milwaukee had 1 run, 6 hits, 3 errors. Chicago left 7, Milwaukee left 10 on the bases. Joe Horland gets the win. He is 2-0. Marty Patton takes a loss. He's 1 for 2. Wilbur Wood gets his 5th save. Gotta like that. Chicago's won 6 games, and Wilbur Wood has save in 5 of those. Let me see what yeah, Wood. 2 straight outs in the 7th. Yeah, he got 8 straight outs. Didn't allow a base runner. Time of the game was 2 hours and 42 minutes. This has been the game of the week from County Stadium. Final score, Chicago 4, Milwaukee 1, and thank you for watching.